already up here. We'll actually run very quickly through the lineup. CM actually just dropped a ward watching at top rune, as well as movement around inside the neutrals up there on the top. But looks like we're going to have Marius, or Marius, solo line on the top. We will have in the middle lane, it was CM, but he's moving himself down. Pugnet will solo the middle lane for the Sentinel side. And then the tri lane for the bottom will be CM, Witch Doctor, as well as SA. That will be the lineup for the bottom lane. And watch Owner, he is our stealth assassin on the bottom lane. Azen will be playing for GGnet as the Warlock on the bottom lane, going solo. Mid lane will be Page playing as the Silencer. ES towards the top, Puppy as always, and instantly pushed back there by Lion, catching him moving up from the Riverside. Miracle will be playing as the Zeus instead of the Silencer, and well, you'd expect it. He's going to be one farmed up Kurukai playing as Morphling up there on the top lane.
Yeah, Azen gets to play Warlock, which is, it's been a little while since I've seen that, but it used to be one of his really key heroes all the way back in Dignitas when they were playing for that team, or Dignitas, whatever you call it. And it's a hero he's very, very comfortable with, good at using its attack animation, good at the farming, the fighting, all of it. So a good pick for Azen, but he's in for a hard game right here, it seems. Yeah,
he actually got a little bit close enough to actually get even one last hit in just then. So I'm interested to actually see how he's actually going to go up here and how aggressive this Witch Doctor is to him. See how far he forces him back, to make sure CM hopefully gets this pull off as well to try and slow down the line, so it's even harder for Warlock to farm up on the bottom lane. It's just so important to make sure you get that pull, to give that room to actually breathe on that bottom lane, so Warlock can't get any farm. But look at it already. We're 1 minute and 40 seconds into this game, and Azen's actually getting denied in as well as farm. It's They've got to control him on the bottom lane, especially considering Line up there on the top is literally going to get nothing. He's sitting back at tower and hasn't got a B stick of XP so far.
He's in for a tough game as well, and whether or not it's a good trade for the Sentinel, we'll have to see. I think for now, GGnet are really content with Kuroki farming and Line not getting levels. Of course, as the hard counter to Morphling in this game, it's brilliant for him if he doesn't get anything. But on the other hand, Rikimaru, if he gets some space, gets those treads up, and perhaps a couple of wraiths, he can really be dangerous in the early mid.
He's out farming him.
Huge.
12 to 3 to 9 to 6. That's in favor of Rikimaru over Kurukai right now. And Kurukai has literally had free reign over that top lane too. That's something to be slightly concerned about. Actually, now a bit of pressure being applied on the bottom lane. Azen stun will go down. First blood goes to Owner, the SA on the bottom lane. That is not what they wanted to happen. And wow, that is definitely going to put a spanner in the works.
And some nice pulling coming out of that Witch Doctor down in the Sentinel Woods. Got that double pull before that kill. And yeah, if they get those supports leveled up down here, of course killing that Warlock will give them a lot of experience. And getting the supports up so they're not as fragile is going to be the key here. Puppy only level 1, and GGnet have chosen to dual lane the Zeus while soloing the Silencer, which is very surprising to me, but we'll see how that one works out.
Bottom again! ES Fidget coming on through, the stunner's off, the blink on the back of the cloud, trying to hold the Warlock back. He does get out of it just long enough to let off one more there, but Chucky gets the kill off here. Puppy's now in over his head too. We will not see, or will Owner blink in and try and get the last hit there on ES, who was probably only one blink and kill away, but Owner would have died if he did so. We will see the Sentinel team fall themselves back. Fissure, Puppy, will he claim one? Fissure does go off, but the restoration from the Witch Doctor was enough to actually give him enough HP to actually escape from that one. But that is 2 kills to the Sentinel side so far, and Rikimaru has been involved with both of those so far. This is going to get slightly concerning on the bottom lane if Rikimaru continues to actually be involved in action as well as farm up like this. Yeah,
GGnet could actively try to counter this Rikimaru right now by resetting their lanes. Lion level 1 up top, Morphling level 5. He should be perfectly alright soloing that Lion by just morphing in and harassing him. And Zeus could perhaps move around a little bit. But still, like I said, surprised with this laning. And if New World Order get now the GGnet, all right. If GGnet get off to a somewhat bad start here with a low-level Zeus, fighting back is going to get really hard for them because Silencer has an auto hit. Of course, it's got the global silence, which is useful, and then the curse. But compared to a high-level Zeus on that Rikimaru, I think the Sentinel are actually happy with the laning that GGnet have pulled off right here.
Actually, I'm interested to see why. Like, I'd be interested more to see if Kurukai just disappears from that top lane for a little bit, just to let Miracle get up to level 6 so they have the ultimate. Because I've been noticing that Rikimaru has literally been running around with maybe 100, 150 HP. And that's like during the battles, after the battles, it's literally what he lives on during those battles. And it's just that low level, a Zeus ultimate just pops straight through and you're fine. You literally walk away with a kill. So I'm interested to see if they actually try and rotate that around or basically leave Kurukai there, which they've now done, as they've already taken one tier 1 tower. Looks like actually, double stun! Oh, you couldn't have planned that one better. Warlock forced on back now. Shadow Word on top of Pugna. He's forced to retreat himself out now, and Healing Salve on Warlock instantly popping off. He was brought down very, very low HP there, because so was our Sentinel hero Pugna, and he is actually not forced back. He was running around with a DD rune on top of him, but wasn't enough to actually get a kill there. So an engagement from both teams there in the middle lane, but no one walking away with any deaths so far. Not from that one, at least. There's still going to be more deaths to come, I'm pretty sure, Synd.
Yeah, definitely. And that Rikimaru is getting, like you said, Zeus ulti against Rikimaru is absolutely brilliant for the damage, for the vision.
Look at
but
items.
Rikimaru is getting his level 6 first.
Items actually coming up. He's gone Boots and Mask of Death. Completes up Treads. We're 6 minutes and 20 seconds into it, but Mask of Death as well as Agi Treads are his first items for the game. It's been so long since I've seen a Ricky played, like, I don't even remember the item builds for SA.
Quarter Axe of the Dominator.
Oh, here we go, bottom lane. Azen is so dead right now. He's been frosted and coned, and Ona gets the kill. He did take the tower the entire way through that. So once again, as I said, down to that 200 HP. He's got to be careful of the Zeus nuke, which can come in. And he's just still confidence up there, and now he's just getting it straight back with the continuous attacks and lifesteal. So keeps him in the lanes, and they should be able to claim this tier 1 tower on the next creep wave push.
Yeah, so far so good for the Sentinel, but they are lacking behind on farm. The Scourge side are getting 2 farmed heroes. They're getting a lot of CS on Silencer and on Morphling, while Sentinel only getting farm on Rikimaru. 15 CS on Pugna at the 7-minute mark that I'm reaching right now is not a good stat. And he has been laning against Silencer, so you would expect more from him, but he might catch up later on.
Cone, Restoration, Fissure will come down. The tower does actually get brought down by SA, and the retreating Restoration of the Witch Doctor will allow them to escape there. But I thought for a moment that Warlock and ES could have actually pulled something off there, but I think you literally needed an ultimate from Warlock to actually get anything there on that assault in the bottom lane. Sorry to interrupt again.
No, the action comes first, but yeah, that's their problem right now for GG.net. Like you said, no Infernal, which would have been absolutely fantastic for them right there. And they don't have a Zeus ulti either, so they need those levels up on those key heroes. They've only got 2 heroes on level 6 or more. So do the Sentinel, but now they've got 3, and the 2 supports level 5. So the Sentinel out-leveling the Scourge. So far, Pycat doing really good for the Scourge, though, getting a lot of farm.
We're going to go bot again. Bot again. Frost is off. Cloud is off. Fissure is gone as well, so it's already been used. Azen will be able to escape himself back past the tower, then pop off the Shadow Word on top of himself to give himself some HP. But more harassment on that bottom lane. Just trying to push them back from that wave. But you're right, I just said, oh, even top lane. Kurukai goes down. I just see a decrepified, impaled Kurukai up on the top and get blasted over the top there. And it was actually the Pugna which got the last hit. And we're back towards the bottom where the Fissures going off. And Zeus, for the first time, Miracle, has now come down towards that bottom lane. I just love, it's like this never-ending supply of life coming out from Wish Doctor towards SA. Even with his lifesteal, he just goes back in there, restores himself back up again, and just takes it straight to the GGnet bottom lane.
And that kill up top, just really a show of power, getting those spells off. Huge bursting damage, and that's what I talked about. That's what the Morphling needs to be careful about. That's that natural hex from Lion. and the thing a huge burst damage, and then you added a Crepifier on top of that, and then you've got a what the fuck sandwich for Kuroki right there, which he obviously did not last long inside. So 4-0 for the Sentinel, half HP tower for the Scourge in middle, the tower up top is going to get damaged a lot right now as well, and they've lost a tower up top themselves too, so also a little lead in the tower damage for the Sentinel. Everything's looking pretty good for them right now, just that ticking farm bomb for the Scourge. Pycat getting really fat, and Kuroki, apart from that death, also getting a lot of farm. And when GGnet get their levels up, they'll be put to the test of whether they can recover from this or not.
Yeah, Kurokai did buy it before. Oh, mid lane, puppy, bouncing stun goes off. I thought they might try and initiate on that one. But I think Kurokai actually bought up a hell of a lot before he actually died up on the top lane. That's why he's got two Wraith Bands as well as Treads, as well as a Magic Wand, all completed on top of him with a bit of a gold to spare. Mid lane goes off once again. Pugna trying to harass from the mid. Miracle now getting caught out. Does actually get brought down by Lion. I don't actually mean the Lion. I'm actually meaning the man called Lion, DS Lion. And the mid lane will actually be pushed off now. DS Lion actually playing as a Crystal Maiden. Wow, that's not going to be confusing for anybody. Yes, Fissure goes off. Shadow Word there as well. And there's a lot of illusions there by Pugna doing the damage off at the moment. CM still caught on the wrong side of the Fissure, but the Restoration keeping him up. SA still free farming. Bot Kurokai still free farming top, while they leave the support heroes to basically battle it out here in the middle lane. 4-3 though is the hero count in favour once again. One of the heroes of the Sentinel side getting caught out by Fissure, but none of the Scourge heroes can get close enough to do anything about it while the tower continues to get pressured. Kurokai is doing a hell of a lot of damage towards that top tower as well while all this is happening. ES Fissure once again trying to get Pugna down, but won't be successful. But still, it's like this weird standoff slash push for the tower on the mid lane, and 3 heroes for GGnet. Now actually 4. We got 4 and ready to actually fight off right now. Actually, I think there was 4 all along. He was just hiding in the background. Also, Warlock with his ultimate up too. Just not wanting to push it out, but the 2 solos left to free farm.
Yeah, and I'm not sure which team benefits most from that. Ricky is just going to be deadly, and so is Morphling.
Ricky's
Interested
items.
to see what item build that Ricky goes for now. He's got the Blade of Alacrity. Maybe he's got more on your stream, I'm not sure just yet. But we'll see what he's going to be looking at first. If it's going to be a Manta, probably.
Vlad's
a Dominator after that one.
Vlad's is on the way out.
He's got a Vlad's, alright. Yeah, that's a good choice as well. Perhaps not the item I'd go for at this stage of the game, but well,
mid-push! Zeus ulti, Morphling waves over the top. Lion, the Crystal Maiden is already dead. Now the real Lion is actually trying to move himself back in towards the neutrals, pulling out the Infernal as well. We've dropped off the big ulti. The Nether Wall has actually been dropped as well. In comes once again, just trying to let off the lightning bolts. Pugna forced back. He's already done a lot of damage towards this silencer. As we see Marioth actually get a kill off on the side. There's a Lion manages to claim 1. Now he comes in, the stun on Kurokai. He won't follow it up with another Hex. I think he must have already used that one, while the Sentinel heroes coming back in towards this battle. Looks like SA is on his way in towards that middle to see if he can actually catch any retreating heroes. The Decrepify, and ES would have actually killed his own teammate just then anyway. That Asen dies, and now the blink comes on Kurokai, pushing the Morphling back. Carry on carry, and that mid tower will not be far off actually being brought down. 1 blast and then 1 hit. And Pugna manages to claim that one off. 7-1 now in favour of the Sentinel side.